Let me bring in Amitabh Kant, former CEO of NITI Aayog. He joins me live. Mr. Kant, the budget 2026 leans heavily on crowding in private capital. What's that one reform in this budget that actually changes boardroom sentiments, not just headlines?
Well, I think the budget has been very fiscally prudent in a very complex geopolitical times. I think the most important thing about the budget is that it is very it focuses on fiscal consolidation, and that's why it drives in private sector investment. It doesn't crowd out private sector investment because it brings down the fiscal deficit from 4.4 to 4.3%. It brings down the debt to GDP ratio to 55.6%. And more than anything else, it focuses on Capex spend, which is 12.2 lakh crore, which is in effect 4.4%. In reality, is 4.4% of your GDP. Historically, this has never been done before. But the budget lays a lot of emphasis on manufacturing and infrastructure in a very big way, which I'll come to. But if you ask me what is the smartest thing in the budget, it's the tax exemption for data centers till 2047. It's unparalleled to my mind because 75% of the investments being driven across the world is in AI and data centers. If India is able to attract data centers, AI, computing power, cloud infrastructure, then you are technologically leapfrogging into another era. And this is, to my mind, really path-breaking.
Of course, Mr. Kant, that AI data centers is something that is being spoken about a lot by the industry as well. But there's also this sense that the real competition in the artificial intelligence space is happening between the US and China. India is still, trying to play catch up.
I don't think you should worry about that. It's in many of these technology areas, it's not the first mover which wins. You have all the data in the world today. No other country has the kind of data which India has. No other country has the talent which India has. It just needs to build more and more of both application layers and large language models, which the government has pushed for. The AI mission will drive this in a very big way. And I think we should look at the next 15 years, 10 years, 15 years. Don't worry it overnight what will happen. Like we came out a winner in digital public infrastructure, we'll come out a winner in artificial intelligence as well.
Okay, this is with regards to employment generation, because the budget is always also about giving a direction to sectors from where employment will emerge in terms of reforms. The budget bets on capex-led growth. But India's biggest pressure point has been jobs, Mr. Kant. Does the current strategy then generate enough employment fast enough?
Well, this budget is about infrastructure. It's also about manufacturing in a very big way because it spells out the strategic areas on which it will focus on: bio, pharma, many other areas. It focus semiconductor, many other areas. But it's heavily weighed in favor of urbanization as well, because if you look at it, they've talked about 5,000 crore per city for economic regions for Tier 2 and Tier 3 city. They've talked about 7 high-speed rail corridors between cities as growth connectors. But on the job side, there's massive emphasis on sectors which have been hit by Trumpian tariffs. If you look at marine sector, if you look at textile, if you look at leather and footwear, all these sectors are job creating, where the government has put in a lot of resources in this budget. So I think the budget lays a lot of emphasis on all these areas, including job creating sectors as well. So long term, it puts in a lot of resources into tourism as well, through the 15 regional archaeological sites which will be developed. So a huge emphasis on job creating sectors.
Okay, my last question to you, Mr. Kant, which is with regards to China plus, that is what is gaining traction. Is budget 2026 finally India's now or never moment? You know, particularly with regards to manufacturing, or do you see that there are visible bottlenecks in implementation or execution?
Maria, we should continue to be focused on our ambition to be a Vixit Bharat, and that's a long sprint of 22 years. Our aim should be to grow at 8 to 9% per annum, year after year, and continue to do uh, constant reforms day after day, push for free enterprise, push for private sector growth, push for reviving private capex expenditure into India. Let us not get obsessed by China plus one. My view is that this requires a lot of passion, commitment, and vision over a long period. China didn't do overnight. It took them 25 years to be able to do this. If you've started this long spurt of growth now, you need to do this over the next 15 years. Make India easy and simple, but make India cost competitive as well. A lot of work will have to be done by our state governments. A lot of work will have to be done by our cities, and a lot of work will have to be done by smart urbanization.
All right. Amitabh Kant, really appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing your views on Budget 2026. Of course, the big question is that the government has shown the direction. Now, will the industry come in, and if they will pull in into this larger idea of India's growth story?